Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's the 24th, and I am heading out to inspect the pastured poultry field. These guys have been handling it. This is Rachel and Frank. They have the brooder detail this year, so they're going to be nurturing the chicks. Well, they tried to get past me. How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah? Everything all right?
Yep.
The light was on, they're all happy, healthy, no deaths, no fatalities, no... Alright, well that's good. Alright, carry on. I got a good crew. So I can get excited about pastured poultry for sure. I mean, it is pretty neat. Okay, here's the field that I'm going to use. So there's nothing out here. This is a field where we've set up tents and stuff and had events, things like that, but we're going to use this for pastured poultry this year. So along the back of that field, from fence to fence, there will be chicken tractors. The chicken tractors right now are up there on that field. That's the one we used last year, right up there. There. And then there's some of them right there. And that's definitely a hay field up there. That's alfalfa. This is different. This is the stuff that was here when we moved here. And this strip of grass right in between this field here and the produce field right there, I hear people yelling. Yeah. Was better than where the produce field and this pig field. It was better grass, and you know, we needed a pig field, so we put one over there. I wanted the produce area up on top here where it would drain good and all that stuff, so we put that there. And this just got left, and we wound up fencing this right here, putting a fence across here, and it prevents us from getting in here and cutting hay off of this. So for the last few years, I've been coming in here and mowing it. We were going to do hops on this field, but decided against that. There was so many things surrounding that, and politically I just didn't want to be involved with that. So we let that go for now. But this field this year for a poultry field will be outstanding. When I set those tractors up down there, I'm going to systematically lay down kind of like a wave of manure coming all the way up here by the end of the year. And this grass will really get a shot in the arm with that. And at the time while I'm doing that, I'm gonna continue to mow this, you know, with just a regular lawnmower. And I want this to be a nice place to be. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think it will. I think it will be really a nice place to just come and be. Lots of chickens out here. It's actually fenced. I got a fence on this side, and on that side. And it's super easy access for the dogs to come out here. They already do. This is like that tree right there. Crows come and land in that, and so, you know, the dogs come out and chase them out. They don't like crows. But nothing else will get in here either. I don't think we'll have any problem with skunks or anything like that, because I got pigs on that side, produce field on this side. I don't think there's going to be a problem. But we haven't really had any predation problems in years anyway. Nothing really to write home about. It used to be bad. I will go into predation on this whole thing. But I am excited about this, and I checked the schedule this morning, and May 20 and 21 we're going to have a Pasture Poultry class. So it's a 2-day. You might not be able to make both days, whatever. It's going to be priced so people can come. I think like $100 for both days. And we're going to go through everything. I mean, when you leave, you will be dialing up the hatchery on your way home. We're going to build a tractor. We're going to process birds. We're going to move tractors. We're going to install the watering system, repair the watering system, and then just spend a lot of time actually doing the thing. And so your questions will get answered, you know. And plus, you get to know us, so you won't feel funny about ringing the phone and saying, hey, this has happened, what do I do? This is a great gateway exercise into the farming world, especially livestock. And a lot of people are getting interested, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Today, at 12:45, my lovely wife is gonna do a Facebook Live video on Baker's Green Acres Facebook, and it's going to be on pastured poultry, how to work with it in the kitchen. It's definitely different, you know, than the stuff that you get from the store. It's not the Kentucky Fried Chicken grade of chicken. It's far more substantial. So that might be good. You might want to tune in for that. She's trying to get in on the act here with the videos. But let me just go in real quick and take a look. Here's the brooder as it looks from, I've got this facing southeast, or well, it's due east now. And the reason you do that is because farmers need every advantage they can get. I got the sun coming up right now. If it was a little bit later, I mean, it's probably 40 degrees right now and it's mild, it's nice, but I'm not going to leave that door open. But if it was nicer, I would leave that door open and let that sun just pour right in there. So that's why I clocked it this direction. Let me show the outside of this a little bit better. It's just kind of standard construction. We built it with 2x4s and insulated it, put some siding on it. This is just some roofing that we had laying around. We put on the back side here. You got a little shelf right there where you can put a 100-pound propane cylinder. I got a fresh one hooked up right now. That's my spare, the little one, just in case something were to go wrong. The kids know how to change them out, and I do have a wrench over here in the toolbox. This brooder is different from the rest of the ones that will be out here. And there is only one right now, but I plan to build more of them. But this one, see, there's a toolbox on the side. That's an old ammunition crate I got when I was in the service. But we screwed that to the side, painted it up, made some mods to it. And it opens up like this. And then you got a toolbox right there. Right now we got all the waters in there. I got some soap in there. This cluster right here is where we run the water to. So I'm going to have a single water line, which will just be a standard hose, coming from right over there where those bird houses are. There's water right there. So I'll just have a single line coming over here, and then from here we'll break it up into these hoses. We call these capillary lines. They're for drip irrigation. We'll break it up into that, and each tractor will be serviced with one of these, the little giant automatic waterer. So every tractor will have one. There'll be constant water pressure to it, and when the time comes, I'll go into that. A guy asked me a question, and he noticed that we had bedded this with shavings, and he said, isn't it a hazard because the chicks will eat the shavings and die? It's like one of those things you hear. You know, it's like folklore, farm folklore, I call it. Kind of like people say, oh, pigs. I've heard they're really clean animals. Yeah, right. They drink each other's urine. Not clean. They're not clean animals. I mean, they're not concerned with hygiene. I'll just put it that way. They're not dirty animals like camels, but they're not clean. They're not. And this notion that the chicks will eat fine sawdust and die, I think that's folklore. I do, because every time I have a chicken that has died, if I don't know why that's happened, I will take that chicken apart and figure it out. And I've never found one that's just jammed full of sawdust. Yeah, I've heard that one too. Okay, I'm over 10 minutes, so we'll cut it off right there. This is Pasture Poultry. I think I should keep track of this, probably number 3. We'll come back to you when there's some developments. It's Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Anyone can farm.